So when it comes to losing body fat and gaining muscle, most men will go on YouTube and they're trying to figure out a way to lose body fat and gain muscle. So they're searching for some advice. They're thinking, what should I eat? How should I train? How do I get in shape? How to get fit? Whatever you've Googled or searched. And if you're in that skinny fat physique, you've got body fat you want to lose, but muscle you still want to gain. So you think, do I go on a bulk? Do I go on a cut? Is it move more, eat less, carnivore, steps, cardio, whatever it may be? And if you're skinny fat, it's absolutely vital that you understand this point. I'm going to break down this video very quickly. Is most fitness advice isn't really going to be helpful or applicable if you're skinny fat. What I mean by this is fitness is contextual. If I said, hey guys, calorie deficit and exercise, it's very vague. If you're morbidly obese, that's a great way to start. If you're trying to gain muscle, calorie deficit and move more obviously isn't going to work because you're not eating enough or training hard enough to actually gain muscle. So when you're skinny fat, you kind of want to do both. You want to get leaner, but you don't want to get small. And you want to get bigger, but you don't want to get fat. So when you're looking for fitness advice, it's very one size fits all for most people. And that's just the nature of the beast. That is the fitness industry in a nutshell. It's very much do it my way or not at all. And I guess I kind of play into that because I'm the guy that tries to help people fix skinny fat. So I'm like, hey, do it this way, guys, because that's the best way. But I have done it 200 times. I always flex off. I always show off the client transformations just to say, look, I have been through this process a bunch of times. So I'm pretty confident when it comes to giving advice on how to fix skinny fat. So if you're in that category and you want to lose body fat and gain muscle, you need to understand that most advice, like I said, is going to be detrimental. But I don't want to just leave it there and say, hey, cool, don't listen to everyone else because you're not going to get the results you want. I basically want to say, hey, let me just try and simplify it for you. So instead of doing a bulk, instead of going on a cut, we want to try and do two birds, one stone. Let's get lean whilst adding size, which is dependent on genetics, to be completely frank. Okay, you need to lose body fat and gain muscle at the same time. The best way to do this is aim for a recomposition, which is literally losing body fat and gaining muscle at the same time. How do you do it, I hear you say? Well, you need to track your calories. It's boring, it's tedious, it's been said to death, and people like to avoid that responsibility of tracking the calories by going, just do meal prep, just do carnivore. And there's nothing wrong with those two options, but what they lack is specificity. If you're trying to lose fat and gain muscle, you can't be in a massive calorie deficit and you can't be in a calorie surplus. You need to be in a specific target, which would be a slight calorie deficit. So I'll give you an example. Let's say your maintenance calories is 2,500. You want to lose some fat and you want to gain some muscle and recomposition the body. 2,000 might be a good place to be. 500 calorie deficit, times 7 days a week is 3,500. That's 1 pound of fat in theory, right? Or science, however you want to look at it. So if you eat in a slight calorie deficit, you're going to get a few benefits. You're going to have more strength, more performance, and because you're not in a massive calorie deficit, you're going to typically avoid going catabolic, which is when your body eats away at its own muscle tissue because of the deficit. So this kind of protects the gains whilst giving you enough of a deficit to lose fat. Then if you pair this with strength training in the gym, so this is compound movements like bench, squat, deadlifts. If you're not confident or you're working around an injury or you're an absolute brand newbie to the gym, then you could do machine variations, chest press machine, lat pull downs, leg press, whatever it may be. As long as you're getting stronger and you're using muscles to fight against resistance. Sounds political, doesn't it? Fight the resistance. But you fight resistance in the gym. You're breaking down muscle tissue, which requires calories to do so. And then you need calories to repair that muscle tissue afterwards. So you're in a deficit, you're burning calories, and then when you're resting and recovering, your body's burning calories to repair from that workout. Then, with those limited calories that we're eating, say 2,000 in this example, let's say you're eating 160 to 200 grams of protein per day. It will vary on the individual. There's science to say that you don't need as much protein as people say. And there's science to say you need loads of protein so you don't go catabolic. Let's just keep it simple. Let's say you're aiming for 200 grams of protein per day. What this means is you're in a deficit, you're burning the calories that you've burned in the gym and you're in a deficit, so you're losing body fat. But because your protein is significantly higher and your body needs to adapt to those workouts where you're getting stronger, it's very likely you'll get some muscle gains. So if you're brand new to the gym and you're in that skinny fat physique, if you get stronger, eat in a slight deficit and have high protein, you can absolutely lose body fat and gain muscle and completely fix the skinny fat physique by just doing a recomposition. That is exactly what Reece did. It did take 12 months. He did have my help, and it does require accountability and planning ahead and having strategy, but it was all done in a deficit with a recomposition. It fixed the skinny fat physique. There's no bulk included here, But on the flip side, I'll use a client example where they're not a newbie. My client, Avi, he'd been in the gym for a good 6 to 8 years on his own. He knew what to do. He was very, very, very strong, trained very hard, super disciplined. but he kept doing bulks and cuts. So he'd go on a bulk, gain a bit of body fat, panic because his belly's getting bigger, then he'd go on a cut, end up really, really skinny and losing a bunch of muscle. So with him, we did a recomposition, got him lean, kept his muscle. He didn't gain it, but he kept it because he's got no newbie gains. He's already got the experience. Then we reverse dieted gradually into a surplus, did a lean bulk, so we were able to gain muscle and keep it lean. Then we recomped back down, so now he's bigger, stronger, and leaner. Does this all make sense? I hope this video cuts through and gives you a clarity example on what to do. Now, if you're thinking, how do I know what numbers to have? I have a free nutritional blueprint. You can download that in the bio because that is what's going to give you those numbers and show you how to work it out. If you want my help one-on-one, click the link down below and you can have a conversation with me. That's not always available. So if you're watching this in a few months, I've probably gotten full, but if I'm not full, there should be some dates available on that if you want my help. Other than that, I hope this video helps. Like and subscribe. And if you want to know a little bit more about how you can fix skinny fat specifically, a bit more specificity, watch this video over here. It's a very good video. Put a lot of effort into it. So watch it. Thank you.